Robin Hood, riding through the glen. Robin Hood, with his band of merry men. Robin Hood, Robin Hood, Robin Hood. Oh my, what? Spelled with a Y. Robin Hood, not Robin Beck. First time, first love. Yeah, not that good looking chick back then. No, this is a new Robin Hood for the ages, folks. I kid you not.
We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall defend our isle, whatever the cost may be. We shall never surrender. Then they shall save us.
In this modern take on the Robin Hood legend, Robin is a fearless young woman. They should have put black young woman, who is not just another superhero with abilities normal people don't have.
And why should the people listen to you?
Because, unlike some other Robin Hoods, I can speak with an English accent.
Rewind.
Well, this takes me back to the 3rd of February 2022. What on earth are you talking about, Jason? Well, back then, I made a video regarding, I couldn't believe it was so bad it was true. That's what we normally file it under, folks. Robin Hood, not just getting a skin tone makeover, but also he is now a she. Oh my god. And we do have an update, folks, in the merry month of August regarding this TV series. It is coming out on the 27th of September, all 8 episodes, and I am here to tell you I am going to savage every single one. Either that or die laughing in the process. Yeah, meet your Lady Robin Hood. Another bad take from Hollywood. It's not just Nottingham, it's New Nottingham. The band robs from the rich and gives to the... I know people were telling me for a long time, Jason, you're funny, but you've got to sort your sound out, dude. It's terrible. And then sometime this year, I was doing some more experimenting because I listen to you. I always listen to my subscribers. And I found this blue device made in the USA called a SoundCloud, and it changed my entire life altogether. It was like having a second coming.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
And speaking of which, let's talk about the actual teaser trailer. Yes, it was released today, I believe. Actually, no, it wasn't. It was released 2 months ago, but for some reason, it's resurfaced today because I guess the news is spreading far and wide on Twitter X that this series that you've wanted for ages is coming to a small screen near you. So this is only 15 seconds long, folks, and we've got to give this Robin Hood teaser a bit of a spin, shall we? BLM, BLM. Sadly, the new face of justice isn't Stephen Amell as Oliver Queen. Nope, unfortunately, it's this monstrosity right here. Now, I've got to say, the neon effects look great, but are you honestly trying to tell me here this is Robin Hood remade for a modern audience? No, this could be anything, couldn't it? It takes itself so seriously, it becomes parody.
Took over the land, they were shaking down the people just to beat the band. I said, hey, hey. I said, hey.
And as you can see from the comments below, well, they're not being very nice about this 15-second trailer. This looks like something that would air on the CW. Yes, and that's probably not the biggest compliment you can give to it. Shout out to Global for making a literal meme show. Haha, stunning and brave. I think we all know where this is going. Yes, down the gutter. I can't wait. This looks hilarious. And that is a very good point, ladies and gentlemen. I was speaking with my housing officer today who actually introduced himself on the phone to me. And, we were going back and forth, and he was talking about the complaints I've submitted in the last few months. But at some point in the conversation, I just started to laugh in frustration. And he said to me, I'm glad you're laughing because a lot of people are just spewing venom, they're swearing and everything else. I think he was waiting for me to unleash all the 4-letter words I could under the sun, but I've got to keep it a bit professional. I like in this current situation that me and my mum are in to woke entertainment in Hollywood. Like every time a bad idea is spewed forth from the orifices of Hollywood, you just have to sit back and you got to say to yourself, is this really seriously happening or is this a parody? Is it like one of those, oh no, another Robin Hood movie, or one of those films back then when you actually knew what you were signing up for? But if you're talking about a spoof of a beloved IP, I mean, look at this Robin Hood series. A sultry succubus steals the belongings of unsuspecting men to quench her insatiable thirst for their souls. Now, the description looks hilarious. It does sound great. I've seen a little bit of it on YouTube and I thought, not really made for me. Fine, but just a description. If I took that to a Hollywood agent and they could expand on that, you could have something really potentially very funny there. But of course, when it comes to Robin Hood spoofs, there is only one kid on the block. Of course, it's Carrie Elwes in Men in Tights, which is absolutely hilarious. Look at that back cover. If that doesn't whet your appetite for destruction to watch something hilarious, directed by the great Mel Brooks, then what are you doing? And of course, I know you're going to tell me in the comment section below, Dave Chappelle is also in the movie, and he is great because even he knows what the joke is all about. If you're taking an IP like Robin Hood and you just want to mix it up for the 20th century or the 21st century as it was back then with that particular movie. But of course, Twitter X, they really do go for it with Robin Hood. I mean, look at the poster. I mean, I'm going to get to this actress in a minute as well. Available on Global and Stack TV. I've simply put here, looking forward to this because if you start putting hateful comments, you're going to get blocked. I don't want to get blocked. Of course, somebody joked about if Miss Robyn goes around with her little hoods and looting shops, then you're not really giving back to the poor, it's giving back to yourselves, and it's all BLM pro nonsense that, of course, we just can't seem to escape from at the moment, can we? I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. But the approach I'm going to take is one that I've taken with Rachel Zegler. And no, me and Zeggy Zeg aren't dating. I would like us to go on a date one day because she's a very fascinating creature, folks, and I really do want to get to the bottom of why she has halitosis. In this modern take on the Robin Hood legend, Robyn is a fearless young woman. They should have put black young woman, who is not just another superhero with abilities normal people don't have.
Don't get us wrong or else we'll put out your lights. We're men in tights, tights, tights.
She is Gen Z driven by the injustices of today, who embrace the heroic, hopeful, and playful elements of the world's most recognizable folk hero. Except this is not the world's most recognizable folk hero. This is just an abomination. Or the greatest comedy skit show you never saw since Kids in the Hall. It continued. She learns to fight for what's right, to care for and lead her followers. And like all Robin Hoods since the first ballad, Robyn holds those in power to account by using their greed against them to help her communist community. It's all anti-authoritarian. Of course it is, because what else isn't these days? But if you're going over to IMDb, here is the cast. And I count in the C or BLM 1, 2, 3, 4. I count 4 white people, 1 Oriental lady, 1 Indian man, and the rest all support BLM. So this is your new Robyn of Locksley, Miss Jesse Romeo or Romeo Cooey. And she has relaxed hair, ladies and gentlemen, because I guess her normal afro locks aren't really cutting it in the BLM world. And she seems okay. Whether she cuts it as Miss Robin Hood or Robina Hood, oh my god, you know what? Just say Romeo. She's going to get the Queen Latifah treatment here. Now, what I mean by that is, if you saw like god-awful reboot of the Shequalizer with Queen Latifah, all 14,500 pounds of her, who couldn't even lift a little teacup off the ground, let alone a weight off the floor, I think Miss Romeo is going to get a stunt double to do all the hard work for her, all the hard carrying, do you know what I mean? And I know this is going to bring this video to a screeching halt, because some of you are going to be saying, so Jace, you're against the race swaps of white characters, but what about Robert McCall as played by Edward Woodward? Because of course Queen Latifah went out of her way to shit on Woodward's grave to make her version and to try and make a fool of Denzel Washington in the process, because of course Equalizer 3 is out next week. I'm going to go and watch it. I didn't like number 2 that much, but number 1 was pretty good. And you know, what I'd say about that is that Michael Sloan, the original creator, along with Richard Lindheim for the Equalizer, they got together with Denzel and, you know, obviously discussed about bringing it back into a big screen version. My train of thought is, well, it's a very forgotten about TV show from the late 80s, from 85 to 89. And I guess granted the first 2 shows are the strongest, but the last 2 weren't that great because of Woodward's ill health at the time. And, you know, that's fine. I mean, the original casting choice that I wanted for the role was Kieran Hines. I think he would have been great. You could even say that Liam Neeson's Brian Mills from the Taken movie is kind of like a version of the Equalizer as well, because he's got those special set of skills. So I don't mind Denzel doing it. It's fine. You know, I've got no problem. He's a phenomenal actor. He's based as hell, so I don't really give a shit, to be honest. And I think there are some times as well when a black actor can inhabit or a specific white role, if you like, or one that's known for a long time. Like Larry Fishburne, he would have made a great Sherlock Holmes back in the day. And if somebody had taken that chance to do it with him, nobody would have had a problem. But unfortunately, after 2020, like everything now where you have actors in black and white who apologize for their crimes against being white, you're getting all this nonsense now.
I take responsibility.
If you weren't expecting this video today, then you're absolutely wrong. I thought I'd actually come out of the shadows before I watch Ahsoka, and I'm not looking forward to that. Please help me, God. All I will say is, if you enjoyed this video today, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you slap that subscribe button, and if I were you, and if you were me, you better go and watch Men in Tights, and I'll see you around the corner on the next episode.
Next time on Kung Fu Hot Dog.
From this day forth, all the toilets in this kingdom shall be known as John's.
Yeah.